Alright, we are now live. This is my first video on the K-Storm Network. I'm your host, Koji Storm, and we are here today checking out the Nintendo Switch eShop. We're checking out the update here today, all the new games, new releases, just basically everything new hitting the eShop this week, the week of January the 17th. This is a series I've been doing for a while now over on YouTube, but I decided to bring it over here to Twitch, considering that YouTube hates everybody now. So, to start things off this week, we're going to be checking out the new releases. I'm going to be going all the way back to the first one because I didn't do one last week, so this will basically be the new releases for January so far. So to start things off, we have DragonFangZ, The Rose and Dungeon of Time by Toy Dia. Alright, it's $29.99. This is a Canadian store. I am in North America, Canada, so these are all Canadian dollars. Price may vary depending on where you are located. So let's see, the game is rated E, 10 and plus. Let's see what they have to say about it. This game offers a nostalgic and new experience. It is a wonderful roguelike RPG. The game's dungeon will test your brave. Brave means courage in this game. Rose is half human and half dragon. One day, she wanders into a world called Tree of Time with her nanny, the fairy. It is said that there's a powerful treasure deep under the dungeon. In order to return back to their village through the power of the treasure, they decided to face the challenges of the dungeon. If Rose is defeated during the adventures, she will lose all items and her level will be reset. And because the dungeon transforms every time you challenge it, the quest will never be the same. Your courage and growth will be the key to clear the dungeon. Key features include one choice, one victory. This game is turn-based. Both Rose and the enemies take turns moving. Players can think about what to do on their next turn. Wisdom and courage will bring you small victories, and these will eventually bring you huge victories. The Fang system. Rose can wear fangs of monsters and gain their abilities. That's pretty interesting. There are more than 200 kinds of monsters. You can seek the strongest combination and arrange your fangs however you choose. The Brave system. Rose powers up when there are no obstacles around you within 8 squares. This overturns the battling within the passage theory of the roguelike game. This game also has the ranking function, item warehouse, monsters database, achievements, mini puzzles, and dungeon for advanced players, so my guess would be New Game Plus. This game supports the languages Japanese, English, as well as Chinese. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 285 megabytes and it is 1 player. Alright, that came out December 26th. That's a little bit before the January 1st window I was looking for. But, you know, I'll take it. It's alright. So let's check this game out. The screenshots, okay, seems pretty alright. It's a dungeon crawler. You know, it's grid-based. It's procedurally generated. You know, it has permadeath. It's roguelike. Seems pretty cool. Seems pretty interesting. Art style seems pretty nice. You know, it doesn't seem like a copy-paste game, like a lot of games we get nowadays. You know, that seems pretty alright. $29.99 might seem a little bit high. Maybe if it was on sale a little bit lower, I'd be more inclined to pick that one up. So moving on, next we have ourselves NEOGEO, The King of Fighters 96, brought to us by Hamster. The game is $9.87. It is rated T14. Alright, what do they have to say about the game in question? A total of 27 characters are about to clash. King of Fighter is back with a new and deeper fighting system. The King of Fighters 96 is a fighting game released by SNK in, surprisingly, 96. So there's 27 playable characters available. New game mechanics such as the emergency evasion, short and mid hops, they make their entry for the first time in the Legendary series, adding a new depth to the fights themselves. The story focuses on the second chapter of the Orochi trilogy. Alright, pretty cool. The game supports languages Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, as well as Italian, all 3 play modes. It's only 109 megabytes, so even if you don't have a micro SD card, that baby's gonna fit nice and easy. The game supports 1 to 2 players, that's local play only, no online. So let's check out the screenshots, see what they look like. Some good old school nostalgia. Look at these. SNK, man. Damn, dude. That is old school. Never really played a lot of fighting games growing up too much, other than stereotypical stuff like Mortal Kombat, but you know, I appreciate the ancestry of fighting games. SteamWorld Heist Ultimate Edition is our next game, brought to us by Image and Form. It is $24.49, rated E, 10 and plus. Prepare for boarding. In SteamWorld Heist, you command robot pirates in epic tactical shootouts. It's turn-based strategy with an action twist. By manually aiming your weapons, you'll pull off insane bullet-bouncing trick shots. Ooh. SteamWorld Heist Ultimate Edition is fully optimized for the Nintendo Switch. It comes with the Outsider campaign, including a mysterious ally and a shipload of weapons. I like that. It also includes upgrades, hats, and missions previously only available as downloadable content. As the captain, you board, loot, and shoot your way through enemy spaceships. Overcome the challenges of the vast frontier by upgrading your recruits with unique abilities, weapons, and even stylish hats. Key features of the game include strategy focused on skill rather than chance, 15 to 20 hours of playtime followed by New Game Plus becoming available. The game is kind to newcomers, deep and challenging for veterans alike. The soundtrack by real-life robot troop steam-powered Giraffe. Alright, never heard of them, but worth checking out. Optional touch controls for the ultimate precision and procedurally generated levels. Critics have this to say, you know, you can take it with a grain of salt. US Gamer, everyone should play it. Nintendo Life, excellence. IGN, stole my heart. Alright, supported languages include English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, as well as Russian. It also supports all 3 play modes, and the required space is 192 megabytes. This is a single player only game. Alright, let's check this bad boy out. SteamWorld Heist. I have SteamWorld Dig on my PlayStation Vita, so this seems to be in the same universe. Maybe even a direct sequel follow-up. Alright, it seems pretty okay. The art style has always been nice in this series of games. You know, they're good looking, they're nice looking. I'd say it's worth picking up. I enjoyed the original quite a bit. $24.49? That doesn't seem too bad either. Alright, next game up on the docket, we have NEOGEO, King of the Monsters, brought to us once again by Hamster. The game is $9.87, rated E, 10 and plus. Vicious monsters have appeared. Who is the King of the Monsters? King of Monsters is an action game that was released in 1991. Players choose from one of the 6 monsters available and battle their way across Japan in order to claim the title of strongest monster. In addition to normal attacks such as punches and kicks, master more destructive techniques such as flame and beam attacks to overcome the enemies. The NEOGEO series has remained faithful and reproduced NEOGEO masterpieces. Alright, this game supports Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, and Italian for the languages. It also supports all 3 play modes, and it is only 80 megabytes. Number of players is 1 to 2 local play. Local play only. Alright, give me some screenshots. Let's check this baby out. Right now, it's looking like old school Rampage. It actually kind of does. I wish that, like, Boogie Monster was in a Rampage. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. Oh god, dry throat happening. Alright. So this game seems pretty alright. Pretty colorful, pretty nice. $9.87. Not too bad. Alright, up next, Grand Prix Rockin' Racing by Enjoy Up Games. It is $8.99. I appreciate the 99 cents. When they do odd numbers like 52 cents and stuff gets really weird. The game is rated E for everyone, so everyone can enjoy Rockin' Racing. Get ready for some speed with your family and friends. Get ready. Oh, I almost read the same line twice. Deja vu. Grand Prix Rockin' Racing gives you the fastest, most exciting races. You can evolve your car, improving the engine, brakes, tires, and more, until you've achieved the perfect evolution to win the championship. Online leaderboards where you can compare your best times with those of your friends and players from around the globe. Features of the game include wide variety of tracks, multiplayer with 4-player support, race with 10 opponents. It has realistic driving physics, lots of rock and roll music. Alright. The game supports only English, surprisingly. It supports all 3 play modes. In size, it is 425 megabytes. Number of players 1 to 4. It says that they have online leaderboards, but I think it's only local play 1 to 4 players. Alright. It also supports the Pro controllers, so you know what? Let's check it out. I'm a big fan of online games, but you know what? There's the occasional, like just golden egg that's single player. Breath of the Wild, you know, as for one, Mario Odyssey, another great single player game. So this definitely seems like your kind of couch co-op fun, you know, like you're chilling, it's the weekend, it's Friday, maybe, you know. You all want to play Rockin' Racing. You're like, you know, one friend's like, I want to play a racing game. Another friend's like, I just want to rock out to some sick tunes. And now, finally, both be appeased. So the next game up is PIX Deluxe by Lightwood Games. It is $9.99. There is a demo available, so maybe I'll have to check this out at some point. It is rated E for everybody. PIX is bigger and better than ever. The ultimate edition of the popular picture crossword game. Game features 300 exclusive new puzzles, touchscreen handheld mode, 2 to 4 player co-op mode, bigger puzzles than ever before. PIX are exciting logic puzzles that form whimsical pixel art pictures when solved. PIX are sometimes known by other names such as Picross, Nonogram, Paint by Numbers, Gridlers, Hanji, and many more. Wow, I didn't know it went by so many names. I know about Picross. Solve puzzles with a friend or the whole family with co-op player for up to 4 players, using any combination of controllers. In handheld mode, immerse yourself with the intuitive touchscreen controls. PIX Deluxe now includes classic black and white Picross, as well as color puzzles, which use color-coded clues to add a new dimension to the game itself. There are 150 color and 150 classic puzzles, all designed by Conceptus Limited and all brand new. Puzzles range in difficulty and size from introductory 5x5 pictures up to challenging 35 by 25 grids. Content previously available in PIX Color on 3DS and Wii U can be downloaded as DLC, and extra add-on packs will be released regularly. Alright, so if you love Picross, this might be the game for you. Get a preview, download the free holiday demo now to solve 12 puzzles of Christmas. You know what? It's January, but I might still be in the holiday mood. The supported languages include English, Spanish, French, as well as German. It supports all 3 play modes. It's only 41 megabytes, and it supports 1 to 4 local players. Alright, it also supports the Pro controller, so you know, you can mix things up, do it however you like. Let's check out some of these pictures. It's basically Picross. There you go. You're gonna be, it's paint by color. It's paint by color, the puzzle game. Minesweeper meets paint by color. Alright, those two are ready to make out. Look at that. There's a single line of X's just holding them apart. That's a cool bee, dude. That's a bee drill right there. Alright, Picross, pretty self-explanatory. I actually had Picross on the 3DS. And I'm pretty sure everyone owns, like, Pokemon Picross. Next up, we have STIKBOLD, a Dodgeball Adventure Deluxe by Rain Bros. It is 1935 and it is rated E for everybody. Cool. STIKBOLD, I should say. A dodgeball adventure hits right where it hurts. STIKBOLD is a hard-hitting, fast-paced dodgeball sports game set in a colorful and quirky 70s universe. With brand new content, improved features, and gameplay for up to 6 players, the Switch exclusive deluxe edition is perfect for any party or social gathering. Casually cooperative story mode, featuring 1 to 2 players, join STIKBOLD superstars Bjorn and Jerome on a tour through the zany universe as they embark on a co-op adventure to unravel the mysterious disappearance of rival love interest Heidi Starbrow on the night of the big game. Battle your way through a surprising cast of funky characters and unlikely boss fights. Playable solo or with a favorite buddy. Beat the story, then beat your friend. Brutally fun local player brawls, 1 to 6 player. Ooh, so it is local multiplayer. Put your skills to the ultimate test in the definitive battle of the living room. Will you be victorious or go down with a bam? My monitor turned itself off because I did not touch the mouse regularly. Note to self. Alright. Take control of level-specific hazardous events and use them to interfere and harass the remaining opponents instead of sitting idle while waiting for the next big round to begin. Inspired by the greatest party game classic, STIKBOLD offers accessible but deep gameplay with a great variety of playful twists to spice up the action and keep the party going. Wow, they have a long... I'm just gonna skip through this. Like, that's a long description, man. The supported languages include English, Spanish, French, German, as well as Russian. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 772 megabytes, so it's a little bit on the bigger side compared to some of the others. Number of players include 1 to 6 local play. Sadly, there is no demo, but you know what? Lots of games don't have demos. Okay, so very colorful so far. They're basically Minecraft cube people. That dude looks like he's throwing a booger trail, and another guy is selling sausages. Okay, this is crazy. There's a vehicle that is broken onto the court. Alright, it looks like you may be able to customize your characters. There certainly does seem to be a lot of game modes. So you know what? 19 bucks? That's pretty worth it if you got some friends to play with. Alright, up next, NBA Playgrounds Enhanced Edition. Now this game did come out on the Switch a while back, but I guess this is the new Enhanced Edition. It is $11.61. Gotta love those very odd numbers. And it is rated E for everybody. So let's check out what they gotta say about it. Oh, there's a special introductory price until January the 19th, 2 days from now. So it will be even more expensive after that. That's crazy. Classic NBA arcade action is back, however. Take your A game to the playground and beat the best in high-flying 2-on-2 basketball action. Practice your skills offline, play with up to 3 others on your PC, or take your talents online to posterize your opponents with acrobatic jams and ridiculous displays of skill. On your PC. On your PC. Is that a typo, or does this have crossplay? I think that's a typo. What? On your PC. Jeez. Okay, there is downloadable content. Hot and Frosty seems to add new maps, festive stuff. And then unlock the roster. I'm guessing you just unlock the roster right away, like some Battlefront 2 level stuff. The supported languages include English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, and Russian. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 7.1 gigs, so you know, it's up there. It supports 1 to 4 local player, and it supports 2 players online. Alright, it also supports the Pro Controller. Let's check this bad boy out. It's probably the exact same screenshots as the original edition, but you know what? I don't really know what's different between them. Like, I guess it just runs better. I'm pretty sure when this game first came out, it ran like shit, I remember hearing people say. So, I don't know. Maybe now it just doesn't run like shit. And then here's another game that came out that isn't really a new game. It's more a new bundle. It's a Pokken Tournament DX Director's Cut or whatever. And it includes the battle packs for DLC characters. So for $99.38, you can get the ultimate Pokken Tournament experience. The regular game is $79.99, so basically the extra $20, you're getting yourself these 2 battle packs. One battle pack lets you play as Aegislash, and it has new support characters, Mega Rayquaza, Mimikyu, new avatar items, new titles, new outfits. So, you know, a little bit on the hefty side, you know, those battle passes. The other battle pass that is included, you get to play as Blastoise, you get the supports Mew as well as Celebi. Alright, the description is also in French. Interesting, alright. I'm not gonna bother reading about it. You all know what Pokken Tournament is. The supported languages, however, are Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, Italian. Required space to be dated, they don't even know yet. That's weird. Number of players locally, 1 to 2. Online, 2. It supports Pro Controller. There's not even really any screenshots. There's basically just this. They're not even going to show you what the game looks like. That's okay. I was never a big fan of Pokken Tournament anyway. Up next, we have ourselves Moorhuhn Knights and Castles by Young Fun Studio. The game is 37.49. Got those numbers mixed around there for a second. It is rated E for everybody. Action-packed artillery game featuring Moorhuhn crazy chicken at its best. Finally, Moorhuhn strikes back, get set, aim, and fire, and never neglect your own cover. Fight against the AI, your friends, or your enemies. Pure Moorhuhn action. Contents of the game include action, construction, defense, progression, upgrade your castle by up to 18 levels. Okay, it includes single player. It includes multiplayer. You get to compete against players from around the world and win gold trophies. Cool. There's live duels. There is looting. And there's also recognition with score leaderboards. Alright. Sounds pretty alright. These long descriptions are killer. If you guys want to read through it, please just pause it here, read it. That's long. That's a short novel. It also supports a lot of languages. Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Dutch, Portuguese, and Russian. They always put Russian last, man. Russian. Last. But you know what? You're just as good as all of them. They're all equal. So supported play modes include all 3 TV, handheld, dock mode. Required space include 154 megabytes. It is one player. One player. It had multiplayer. What? And it supports Pro Controller. I think that they messed up their own description. Either it's one player or it's got multiplayer. I don't even know what to believe in anymore. I gotta tell you the truth. After reading the description, I've been thrown... This looks like a mobile game. What is this? This does not look like Nintendo Switch quality. This looks like straight up mobile game. This must have been a mobile game to start with. This looks pretty bad even if it was on, like, the Vita or the 3DS. Ew, especially for that much. Nearly $40. Wow. Alright, wow. Well, it's not exactly my type of deal, but you know, someone out there, you might like Moorhuhn. So, up next, we got ourselves Rally Racers by System 3 Software. Once again, saying words backwards. It is $11.61, rated E for everyone, so everyone can race at the rally. My watch going off as usual. It needs attention. Alright, up next, what have we got going for ourselves? What does the description have to say? Wacky cartoon racing at its best. Rally Racers is an action-packed family racing game that's fast and furious fun for all. Cars bash and battle each other to racing glory, picking up special weapons, boosts, recruiting race mates from the opposition team? Opposition team. Okay. Performing stunts and completing challenges to be the first over the finish line. A race of good versus evil as you take on bad guys intent on taking you out. You're going to need all the help you can get, so put your game face on and lure them over to your side, turning them before they turn you. They want your team as much as you want theirs, so watch your back. A friendly teammate 1 minute could be attacking you with weapons the next. Collect enhanced fruits to unlock and bring them back on side, and gather all the golden balls to reach the end of each quest. It's high-speed hijinks at its very best. Okay, and then there's even more to read. Not going to go all the way through it. Supported languages do, however, include English, Spanish, French, German, Italian. It supports all 3 play modes. So far, I think nearly every game supports all 3 play modes. The required space is 772 megabytes, and it is a 1-player game. Alright, so let's check out these screenshots. Rally Racer, so far. Weak graphics. That orange in the top there, that's a scary orange. I don't know how to feel about this. Where's the quality control, Nintendo? Where's the eShop that I fell in love with? That seems pretty low tier. And this seems like this should have been a launch game. Like that room in the night sky, that was a rough game. Alright, up next, what have we got? Let's keep it going. We got NEOGEO, Art of Fighter 2. Alright, brought to us by Hamster again. The game is $9.87. It is rated T14. There will come a time to fight. A new challenge awaits as a shadowy figure creates a new tournament. The King of Fighters. This game was released in 1994 by SNK. 12 fighters compete to be crowned as the strongest one in the King of Fighters Ultimate Fighting Championship. New mechanics such as the revamped Rage Gauge. Wow, that sounds awesome. The addition of both weak and strong attacks and the landing recovery mechanic mean that battles are even more intense than in the previous title. Alright. That sounds pretty alright, man. Supported languages include Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, Italian. Alright, no Russian this time around. Supported play modes include all 3. It supports all of them. Required space 95 megabytes. Number of players 1 to 2. Alright, it just came out nearly just under a week ago, so this is still fresh out of the oven. Alright, like most NEOGEO games, old school graphics brought to date on a modern console. Basically like an emulation, I guess, nearly. They are touched up a tad though, so they're slightly more enhanced in emulation, but it's the same idea. Alright, up next we have ourselves Energy Invasion by Sometimes You. Ooh, alright. The game is $3.87. It is rated E for everybody. Energy Invasion, an arcade game inspired by the classic Breakout. Unlike the original game, your ball does not break blocks on its own, but can launch missiles in a chosen direction. Features of the game include a lot of bonuses, both useful and harmful. Bright graphic effects, late levels with dangerous enemies, soundtracks from Nick R61, 25 levels in invasion mode, 25 levels of linear mode, and infinite levels in endless mode. Supported languages include only English. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 374 megabytes, and it is a 1-player game. It does support the Pro Controller. Alright, let's take a look at this. Under $4, not expecting too much. It's pretty cheap. Definitely Breakout, you know, if you were like around for 80s, 90s, this was like the only game probably that your phone played. I know that this was like the only game that my phone played, unless you had like an N-Gage or something, but back in the day, man, this was like the go-to phone app, I suppose, back before even there were apps. Alright, up next we have Of Mice and Sand Revised by Arc System Works. Alright, I'm guessing this is an enhanced edition. The game is $12.69, rated E, 10 and plus. On a desert plain in the farthest reaches of space, mice await your commands. Direct their mobile fortress and seek the legendary city of gold. Of Mice and Sand Revised puts you in charge of a desert craft and its rodent crew. Brave an alien planet and turn your squeaking subordinates into first-class shipmates, all in the name of adventure. Navigate the dunes in search of treasures. Intriguing items await your discovery in the scorching sands. Steer your ship from settlement to settlement, filling it with riches. You can craft items to boost your success rate. And you can also sell crafted items at settlements to raise funds for more thrilling adventures. You can construct a multitude of rooms and power up. Create more than just rooms for crafting. Add sleeping quarters so your crew can catch some Z's, or even a jukebox to give them a boost. And if any hostiles block your path, the machine gun will make them wish they'd stay home. Alright. Encounter surprises in the desert. On your trek, you may come across an oasis perfect for replenishing your water supply, or befriend a fallen mouse in need of aid. And who knows, you may even find some precious items and craft spaceships. Alright, there's definitely a long description, so I'll let you guys read that if you're interested. Supported languages include Japanese, English, Korean, Chinese. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 353 megabytes, and it is a 1-player game. So let's jump in. Let's check out some of the screenshots, see what this game has to offer. So here we go. Alright. Doesn't look too bad so far. Gay birth. Alright, your mice. They can have sex and babies. Also, what is that? Is that like... Oh, they're like ice monsters straight up attacking your train ship. Alright, giant rainbow poop. That was unexpected. Wow, alright. And you can also acquire cow skulls. Cool, this game seems interesting. $12.69, that might not be too bad. Alright. Up next, Draw a Stickman Epic 2 by HitSense. The game is $7.99, rated E for everyone. So everyone can enjoy Draw a Stickman. It all really depends on what you draw. Some of it may change that age rating. Alright, imagination is the key as you enter a magical storybook land full of mystery and wonder. unusual creatures, and enigmatic puzzles. Create your own original Stickman, and then watch it come to life and draw a Stickman Epic 2 and the Drawn Below expansion. Challenge yourself to unlock every secret, collect every drawing, and share your creativity with the world. Bring your drawings to life. Unleash your creativity as you draw a Stickman from your own unique perspective, and then watch your animated hero come to life before your very eyes. Make every idea a reality by saving drawings in your sketchbook. The game features a new story. Embark on a perilous journey through time. Draw your Stickman and create a friend. But be warned, disaster falls upon your ally. It's up to you to become the hero. Maneuver your way through the magical worlds of Epic 2 and Drawn Below, and a quest to save your partner. Your drawings matter. Create and save drawings in your sketchbook. Use them throughout your adventure, so I guess you can always call on them later. Fight epic battles. Face off against inked out goblins, tongue-lashing frogs, fire-breathing dragons, and big bosses. You must use your own strategies to solve intriguing challenges and puzzles while battling all new villains. Alright, new features include enhancements, allow you to choose from a large color palette, along with a variety of pencil sizes. Unlock hidden color buddies. Hidden color buddies, wow, oh, okay. Locate puzzle pieces and enjoy new drawing pencils for wires, eggs, and ice. Alright, this is an experience like no other, personalized by you. The game supports languages English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, Korean, as well as Chinese. It supports all 3 play modes. The game is 466 megabytes in size, and it supports 1 player. No pro controller support, also, mind you. Alright, let's check this out. Draw a Stickman Epic 2. Nice. I played Draw a Stickman 1. So I know what I'm in store for. Look at that. There's good Stickmen. There's evil Stickmen. It's crazy. There's Groot, apparently. Alright, there's poison swords. Baller. Very interesting game. It's fun. I liked it. You know, this might be worth checking out in the future. It's already on my wish list, so good stuff. $7.99? I feel like that would be worth it. Alright, up next we have ourselves FURI by the Game Bakers. The game is $23.99. It is rated T14. I do own this game, so I could probably do a video showcasing it in the near future, if anyone is interested. You were captured. Look what they've done to you. The jailer is the key. Kill him and you'll be free. Fight your way free in this ultra-responsive, fast-paced, sword-fighting, and dual-stick shooting game. Feel the tension and adrenaline of one-on-one duels against deadly adversaries. You will need absolute focus and skill to defeat each of the guardians. Do you have what it takes to reach the last gate? Boss design by Takashi Okazaki. Original soundtrack by Carpenter Brett. Danger and more. I apologize for any names that were butchered. Supported languages include Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Russian. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 3.9 gigabytes in size. It supports 1 or more players, so there's some mystery there. And it does support the Pro Controller. Alright. I believe it's only 1 player, so I don't really know why it says 1 or more. But this game is essentially, it's hard to explain it. It's like a top-down game. It's like a bullet shooter with 1 stick, but then it's like a hack and slash game with like the other analog stick. But the game is essentially just boss fights like these. You're only fighting 1 boss, you kill it, you move on to the next boss. A little bit like Shadow of the Colossus. It's just boss after boss after boss. Alright. That game is pretty cool though. I have played it. It's pretty fun. I like it. Up next, okay, a classic game. Super Meat Boy by Blitworks. It is $19, rated T for teen. Honestly, at this point, I'm tired of seeing Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy is a tough-as-nails platformer where you play as an animated cube of meat who's trying to save his girlfriend, who happens to be made of bandages, from an evil fetus in a jar wearing a tux. Okay, so basically, you know, it's a game, you're jumping through levels, you're gonna be killed, you die, you do the whole level over again. It's a rage game. I'm not gonna go too in-depth reading it. I would assume most people know what Super Meat Boy is. So the supported languages include Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, Korean, Chinese. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 204 megabytes, and it supports 1 to 2 players locally. It also supports the Pro controller, so that might be the way to play the game. We will take a look at the screenshots, however, though. The game, pretty self-explanatory. You're trying to make it from one end of the level to another. You're trying to save your lover, your girl, your bandage babe, essentially. There are some very interesting boss fights. It is a fun game if you can get past the rage and if you have the time, the skill, and the, just basically the composure to play it. That was a rage game, like, back in the day. Alright, up next, The Escapist 2 by Team 17. It is $24.51, rated T14. Take the ultimate prison sandbox anywhere. Bust out anywhere with anyone on the Nintendo Switch. Team up with another inmate for local 2-player split-screen mode, taking a Joy-Con each to either team up to break out or work against one another to determine who's the quickest convict to make an escape. Ooh, you could, like, versus each other. Risk it all to break out from the toughest prisons in the world. Explore the biggest prisons yet, with multiple floors, roofs, vents, and underground tunnels. You'll have to live by prison rules, attending roll call, doing prison jobs, and following strict routes, all while secretly engineering your bid for freedom. So, kinda Orange is the New Black meets Prison Break, so that sounds pretty alright. I'm not gonna read through all of it. You can pause it and read it if you like. These descriptions, they're getting longer and longer. I remember back in the day, these were so short, man. And once again, my monitor has turned off. I need to change that in settings. I need to make myself a sticky note. The features of, what was this called again? The Escapist 2. The features of The Escapist 2 include 10 prisons, 2-player split screen, and up to 4-player cooperative versus online multiplayer. Drop in, drop out, online split screen multiplayer, over 300 customizations, multi-story prisons. The game supports English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, and Russian. All 3 play modes are also supported. The required space is 1.6 gigabytes. 1 to 2 players can play locally, 2 to 4 players can play online. Alright, let's check this bad boy out. Right, The Escapist 2. So far, pretty nice looking. It's looking pretty good. I think that's... okay, it was low resolution for a second there. Okay, these look pretty alright, you know. I'm sure many of you have already heard of The Escapist as well, if not The Escapist 2. They also did, I believe, the Walking Dead game? Or was that Prison Architect? No, I think it was The Escapist Walking Dead. I don't know. They're blurring together at this point. Alright, we're finishing up in the final stretches of the new releases, and then after that we'll move on to game deals and the top sellers. So up next we have AZKEND 2, The World Beneath by 10 Tons. The game is $9.99. It is rated E for everybody. Step aboard a fantastic adventure, enjoy amazing match 3 gameplay, and discover one of the most astonishing worlds ever imagined. While traveling from Liverpool to New York, your ship was pulled down into a massive maelstrom. You woke up in a place that may never have been gazed upon by the eyes of men. From now on, your goal is to ascend from the center of the earth and find your way back to civilization. AZKEND 2 is a casual match 3 puzzle game with more than 60 levels of impeccably polished gameplay. Discover and equip more than a dozen unique power-ups and complete hidden object minigames on your journey. Features of the game include magnificently polished match 3 puzzle gameplay, beautifully illustrated storyline with hidden object minigames, cinematic soundtrack by Jonathan Gear, more than 60 levels in story mode, and 3 game modes including adventure story mode, time trials, and medal mode. The game supports only English. It supports all 3 play modes. The required space is 113 megabytes, and it is 1 player. You can play with your Pro controller, so that's always good. Okay, AZKEND 2. I actually own this game just on a separate console. It's basically, you know, it's match 3 with some other elements thrown in there. It is good for stories, you know. It's basically, is this your type of game or isn't it, you know? It might be nice just sitting there, you know, especially if you have some downtime in your backlog. Up next we have Brawl by Cubic Games. The game is $12.50, rated M for mature. Still rather rare on the Nintendo Switch nowadays, but you know, rated M games, they have a place in my heart. Step into the darkness of the Emporium with 8 unique characters, each with a rich backstory and a surprising plot twist. Fight your way to the end using different playstyles, from pure brutality as a wrestler to hiding in shadows as an elusive thief. Play with up to 4 players on multiplayer mode with 20+ interactive maps. Fight against your opponent and environmental hazards in 5 game modes, featuring sumo, color domination, and classic brawl. Team up with a friend and take a challenge on 3 different challenge modes. Use power-ups to upgrade your bombs and be even more deadly than usual. The game supports English. It supports all 3 play modes. It is 1.2 gigabytes in size, and it supports 1 to 4 players as well as pro controller support. Good stuff. So Brawl. Alright. You got clowns, you got mimes, you got a sack guy with big titties. You have a blindfolded girl with a killer teddy bear. Alright, wow, not at all was I was expecting. I was expecting Super Smash Bros. Clone. This is a Bomberman clone. That's unexpected, and it looks like there's some Splatoon thrown into there. Ew, this looks bad, but you know what? It might be fun, it might be cool. It looks bad though. Alright, we're gonna move on. Next, GUNHOUSE by Other Ocean. That's kind of a cool name. $19.35 is what it will run you. It is E10 and plus. Alright. Load your guns, rain death from above. Project your valuable orphans. What? Defeat giant and probable bosses. GUNHOUSE is part puzzle, part active tower defense, as you make big combos to launch a hail of bullets and special attacks at the alien invaders, who would like nothing better than to consume your delicious orphan friends. With infinite levels, you can play this forever. That got caught in my throat. Upgradable weapons, hardcore mode, a unique art style, and music by Fez composer Disaster Piece. That is actually cool. Fez. Nice stuff. GUNHOUSE from Necrosoft Games will entertain the heck right out of you. Maybe. Possibly. Likely. Features of the game include puzzles, tower defense, weapon upgrades, infinite levels, and weird bosses. The game supports English, all 3 play modes. The required space is 964 megs. It supports 1 player, and it does support a pro controller. Alright. Check out what this baby looks like. So far, I'm sold on the title image. Very colorful. Okay, it is. It's a rather colorful game. It's nice looking. It's definitely got that going for it. It's a lot, I would say, better looking than some of the games we've seen so far today. Art style. Okay. I'm trying to like wrap my mind around the game though. Like, it's tower defense. I'm trying to see where the tower defense comes in, because it's like a 2D plane. I guess it's like Plants vs. Zombies. Like on the side right there is your tower defense. You pick what you build, I guess. I can't wrap my mind around it. I'm having a hard time imagining it for some reason. Alright, up next, Energy Balance by Sometimes You. Sometimes, maybe, possibly, maybe even you. Sometimes me. Maybe you. Sometimes you. Okay, the game is $3.87. It's rated E for everyone. During a mission, your spaceship encounters an unknown anomaly, and all systems fail. You have to balance the energy in order to get them running again, and to get home safely. Energy balance is a number puzzle. You have to swap power units in such a way that their sums form correct chains both vertically and horizontally. The game is easy to learn, but very hard to master. So you ready to peep under the hood of an alien spaceship? Whoa. Alright. Sneaking that in, rated E game. Alright, popping under hoods. Supported languages include English. It supports all 3 play modes. It also supports 1 player locally, and it is 452 megs in size. If you got a pro controller, that baby's gonna work like a beauty. Alright, we have Space Kitties. Look at that. Look at that right there. Adorable. Well, that's... How small is that TV? It's like the size of the Space Kitty's eyeball nearly. That's crazy. Okay, this must be the level grid. Oh no, this is the game itself. How do you like the idea of drifting forever in space, Meowie? What the hell is that even talking? Is that like a security camera or like what? Okay. I guess so, if you're into number games. I like the Space Kitty, but I don't know how I feel about that gameplay. I don't know. To each their own. Up next, Nightmare Boy by BLG Publishing. The game is $10.99. It is rated T14. This story takes place in Donorok, in the state of Noctum. After the king of Noctum, Aster, disappears, chaos rules over the world. The relationships between monsters, Mongos, and dreamers are completely unstable, and Donorok, the land so heavily affected by the chaos, slowly absorbs terrain from the surrounding regions. The game supports English, Spanish, French, German. It supports all 3 play modes. The required space is 1.3 gigs, and it is 1 player. Does not support Pro Controller, sadly. Alright, Alien Boy, you got a cool design. I like your sidekick. Looks like a little Yu-Gi-Oh card. Alright. Don't know what I'm looking at. I think that's a boss battle because there's a health bar. Okay. What am I looking at, man? Gemus 30. What? What is this? There's skeletons? Like, what is happening? Where did that monster come from? That's a Dark Souls monster right there. Maybe even Bloodborne. How would I gather any of that from that description? What? Nightmare Boy. Are you clickbait? Alright, the last new release, as of today, January the 17th, is Inner Space, brought to us by Aspire. The game is $24.51, rated E for everyone. Your greatest journey is within. Think about that. That's fortune cookie level, and you know what? It hits home. Inner Space is an exploration flying game set in the Inverse, a world of inside-out planets with no horizons. Soar through ancient skies and abandoned oceans to discover the lost history of this fading realm, where gods still wander. Your greatest journey is within. So 2017 had Evil Within. 2018, Journey Within. The game should have been called Journey Within instead of Inner Space. Journey Within would have been cooler, dude. Alright, a lot of supported languages. Japanese, English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, and Chinese. The game supports all 3 play modes. It is 2 gigabytes even in space. It supports 1 player locally, and it does support the Pro Controller. Alright. Let's check out Inner Space. So far, very colorful. Look at that. Okay, so it's like you're flying. No, you're in water. Okay, you're in water. It looks like sometimes you're in water, sometimes you're flying. Or is this all underwater? I don't even know. It is beautiful though. Like I have this reminds me of, I believe it was called Abzu. It was like the scuba simulation game. Very colorful. Beautiful. Reminds me of that. Alright, so that wraps up all the recent releases for this week. So let's check out. I won't go too in depth, but what are the games on sale this week? So far this week, you can get yourself Aces of the Luftwaffe Squadron. It is 33% off. It is $11.99. You can pick yourself up Tactical Mind, 10% off right now, $3.59. They have Slain Back from Hell, 15% off, $20.83. You can also get yourself Bleed, 20% off right now, $14.44. The Coma Recut Edition, 20% off, $19.60. Stick It to the Man, 25% off, a quarter off, $10.64. There's also Fate Exalted, 35% off. It is $51.99, down from $80. That's a pretty big, big release game to be on sale. That's probably the headliner this week. You can also get yourself Tumblestone half off, $9.87. And what is that? Black The Fall, 10% off, $17.99. Freedom is Control. So So I won't look too in depth with those. Those are past releases, but you know, that at least lets you know to check it out. Maybe those games you were waiting for specifically to go on sale, maybe not. And then as of this week, these are the top sellers of the Nintendo eShop, at least in my region, North America. The best sellers include In the First Slot Arcade Archives versus Super Mario Bros. Not surprising at all. Second place, NBA Playgrounds Enhanced Edition, new release this week, so it really climbed the charts. Third place, Stardew Valley. Alright. Fourth place, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Very impressive. Game came out at launch. It is still holding its own. I own Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Fun game. Great game. It's Mario Kart. Like, what's not to love about it? Fifth place, Oxenfree. Alright. Sixth place, Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition. Dude, Minecraft. Still killing it in 2018. Not like the OG days, though. I remember Minecraft before you even had to eat, man. I remember the golden age, dude. If you can believe it. Seventh place, Rocket League. Amazing game. I would highly recommend this. Fantastic. It also has cross-platform support, so you can play with your friends. Rocket League, sick game. It comes with the exclusive Mario and Luigi skins for their exclusive car, as well as the Metroid Prime skin, Samus's color scheme. Amazing. Eighth place, Super Mario Odyssey. Great game. Fantastic game. Who doesn't love Mario? Who doesn't love 3D Mario? Ninth place, Game of the Year, I believe it won. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, ninth place. Highly recommend that as well. I do own it. I have the cartridge, though. Great game. Wonderful game. I bought it at launch. That was my launch game. Number 10, The Escapist 2. Also a new release of the week, so it is climbing its way up the rankings. It could possibly go up and down. Only time will tell. 11th place is Overcooked Special Edition. I love myself Overcooked. I wish I had online play. It only has couch co-op local, but you know, it is a great game. It's a fun game. The Special Edition, it basically comes with all the additional content from other consoles all together. 12th place, Enter the Gungeon. Procedurally generated roguelike dungeon crawler where you shoot stuff. Fun game. 13th place, Sonic Mania. Alright, Sonic Mania still holding on. It has been here forever. And non-surprisingly, Sonic Heroes, nowhere to be seen. And I own both of them. Sonic Mania on a different console, though. And then 4th place, another new game. Well, new to the Switch. Super Meat Boy. It's getting up there. And 15th place, Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. A little bit similar to the Bare Naked Ladies song title. Okay, and then lastly, games coming soon to the Nintendo eShop that we will be checking out. Starting tomorrow, World to the West will be releasing on the Nintendo eShop, as well as Oh Sir, the Insult Simulator. That was a pretty big game on Steam. Another game, Oh Sir, the Hollywood Roast. So 2 different editions of the game will be coming out on the same day. As well as Ambition of the Slimes. So we will definitely check all of these out in the next few coming days when we do the next Nintendo eShop update. Darkest Dungeon is making its way onto the Switch. I have that for the Vita. Fantastic game. Great dungeon crawler. Great art style. Just great all around. I love Darkest Dungeon. I would highly recommend it. Cubic. Okay, that's coming out on the 18th. And then on the 19th, we have ourselves Nuclean, as well as Avesta. Baseball Riot is also coming out. And then on the 22nd of the month, we have Chroma Gun. And on the 23rd, we have ourselves Lost Sphere. You can pre-purchase it now, so you can play upon release at midnight. There is a demo available, so I'll try to get a video out before the 23rd showing off the demo to give you guys all an idea of what to expect from Lost Sphere. Also on the 23rd, Shoe is coming out. Come the 25th, we have Dust Off Hella Rescue 2. I didn't even know that there was a 1, so you learn something new every day. Atomic Run Gun Jump Gun coming out on the 25th. Starting in February, on the 1st, we have Her Majesty Spiffing, The Empire Staggers Back. So, obviously, Star Wars parody. Starting on the 8th of February, you can you can pre-purchase right now, but starting on the 8th of February, you can play Disc Jam. I played a one-night stand of this over on my YouTube channel a while back. Fun game. You know what? It is fun. It's fun for what it's worth. February 9th, Dragon Quest Builders is coming out. Surprisingly, you can't pre-purchase it, but there is a demo available as well. So I will try to also get this demo out, probably sometime shortly after I do Lost Sphere. February 13th, we have The Fall Unbound Part 2. As well on the 13th, we have The Longest 5 Minutes. I believe that's from 5 Minute Heroes, I believe. I would guess, that'd be my estimate. Coming near the end of February, over a month away from now, we have Payday 2 making its way onto the Nintendo Switch. They're going to be getting exclusive masks, as well as, I believe, all previously released DLC. I believe I read that somewhere before. And then coming March 6th, so now we're getting into March, we have ourselves Scribblenauts Showdown, which was just recently announced with the Nintendo Direct. You can pre-purchase it right now. If you're a fan of Scribblenauts Unmasked, Scribblenauts Unlimited, all the Scribblenauts, dude, even the OG Nintendo DS Scribblenauts, you know, this might be worth checking out. Then we have ourselves previously named Kirby Switch. It is now Kirby Star Allies. This is a side-scrolling 3D Kirby game, much like most of the franchise. Only this time around, you can both absorb abilities as well as have enemies follow you as allies. Like, you can recruit them, essentially. So I believe that wraps up this week on the Nintendo eShop. Once again, this is a Canadian eShop, so these are all Canadian dollars. If you enjoyed the stream today, my first stream of 2018, please be sure to follow so you always know when I'm going live next. I'm gonna do these videos probably every Wednesday, Nintendo eShop. I also do PlayStation Store updates every Tuesday. So definitely check that out. And thank you very much for stopping by. I'll be here again very shortly, bringing more content your way to the K-Storm Network. So I am Cody Storm, and I am signing off for today. I'll see you guys all here again to check out the new releases coming to the Nintendo Switch console.